In the heart of the vast South Pacific, where the dance of ocean currents conceals ancient secrets, lies the enigmatic realm of Zealandia. A lost continent, submerged beneath the waves, shrouded in mystery until the dawn of a new era. Zealandia emerged from the depths of obscurity, claiming its status as a continent in the annals of science in the year 2017. Yet, it was not until now that the full tale of its genesis, etched in the language of rocks, volcanic echoes, and the sedimentary whispers of time, unfolded before the eyes of curious scholars. Welcome back to Alternative Notions, where we examine any and everything that is alternative and interesting. Today, we are discussing the topic of the emerging continent called Zealandia and the new scientific findings regarding this landmass that might shock you. Ever heard of the legend of Lemuria? It is possible that scientists have found the reasoning for Zealandia's sinking, and it sounds eerily similar to the sinking of Lemuria, a supposed mythical continent. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. Zealandia, despite being a colossal landmass, remains almost entirely submerged, with only a mere 5% of its grandeur daring to pierce the veil of the ocean's surface. Scientists embarked on a pioneering journey, delving into the depths to reveal the hidden nuances of this underwater marvel. Their findings, etched upon the pages of the journal Tectonics, unveiled a narrative that transcends millions of years. Stretching across an estimated 1.9 million square miles, Zealandia was once a part of the grand tapestry of Gondwana, the ancient supercontinent that cradled it. Between 60 and 100 million years ago, Zealandia embarked on a journey of transformation, a ballet of stretching, twisting, and thinning as it gracefully severed ties with its primordial parent. The recent expedition delved into the northern reaches of Zealandia, a submerged expanse nestled between New Zealand, the French islands of New Caledonia, and the continent of Australia. Beneath the surface, a symphony of volcanic forces played out, driving a wedge between Zealandia and Gondwana. Nick Mortimer, a geologist of the Institute of Geological and Nuclear Sciences Limited, painted a vivid picture of the continent's tumultuous separation. Molten magma flooded out of cracks and fissures, akin to the stretching and thinning of pizza dough, he proclaimed, capturing the imagination with the primal forces that birthed Zealandia. In the dance of geological forces, the role of magma, once underestimated, emerged as the silent architect of Zealandia's autonomy. Vast lava rocks, magnetic and ancient, formed a boundary that echoed the continent's declaration of independence. By meticulously studying rock samples from the seabed near New Caledonia, scientists unraveled a backbone of granite, a relic spanning an unimaginable time frame of 100 to 250 million years. This ancient spine wound through the very heart of Zealandia, a testament to its enduring existence. The map of Zealandia, a treasure trove of revelations, promises to illuminate the understanding of New Zealand's resources, environment, and the natural hazards that have shaped its destiny. As scientists decipher the language of rocks and delve into the echoes of volcanic tales, Zealandia whispers its saga, inviting the world to peer into the depths of its submerged history. According to the expansion Earth theory, Australia was connected to both East Asia and the western coast of North America when the Earth was fully together. This is superior to the Pangaea theory, which does not account for certain land masses showing visible former connectivity. The implications this could have on our current map knowledge is that the northern Pacific Ocean would only be as large as the continent of Australia. Lemuria is a continent said to have sunken in the Pacific Ocean. This continent was a magnificent land of magic, knowledge and spirituality. However, their society, like many others, became corrupt in their ways. It is believed that a force or forces of a higher realm caused the continent to sink via volcanic destruction, which sounds eerily similar to the scientifically found destruction of Zealandia. First, we turn our attention to the book, The Lost Lemuria, for insight into how the lost continent may have been sunken. Unlike the subsequent fate of Atlantis, which was submerged by great tidal waves, the continent of Lemuria perished by volcanic action. It was raked by the burning ashes and the red-hot dust from numberless volcanoes. Earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, it is true, heralded each of the great catastrophes which overtook Atlantis, but when the land had been shaken and rent, the sea rushed in and completed the work, and most of the inhabitants perished by drowning. The Lemurians, on the other hand, met their doom chiefly by fire or suffocation. Another marked contrast between the fate of Lemuria and Atlantis was that while 4 great catastrophes completed the destruction of the latter, the former was slowly eaten away by internal fires. 4. From the time when the disintegrating process began towards the end of the first map period, there was no cessation from the fiery activity, and whether in one part of the continent or another, the volcanic action was incessant, while the invariable sequence was the subsidence and total disappearance of the land, just as in the case of Krakatoa in 1883. Next, we quote from Wikipedia, the page titled Lemuria. Lemuria was hypothesized as a land bridge, now sunken, which would account for certain discontinuities in biogeography. This idea has been rendered obsolete by modern theories of plate tectonics. Sunken continents such as Zealandia in the Pacific, and Mauritius and the Kerguelen Plateau in the Indian Ocean do exist, but no geological formation under the Indian or Pacific Oceans is known that could have served as a land bridge between continents. Lastly, we draw our last quote from the book Queen Mu and the Egyptian Sphinx. In our journey westward across the Atlantic we shall pass in sight of that spot where once existed the pride and life of the ocean, the land of Mu, which, at the epoch that we have been considering, had not yet been visited by the wrath of human, that lord of volcanic fires to whose fury it afterward fell a victim. The description of that land given to Solon by Sauncus, priest at Say, its destruction by earthquakes, and submergence, recorded by Plato in his Timaeus, have been told and retold so many times that it is useless to encumber these pages with a repetition of it. Many individuals have made claims that Lemuria was a true continent that people around the Pacific have migrated from, whether it was Egypt, India, China, the Pacific Islands, or the Americas. Those people were ostracized, banned, and made an example of. However, yet again, science is seemingly catching up to quote-unquote pseudoscientific claims. Our 3 sources state that whatever landmass that sunk in the Pacific Ocean sank by either earthquakes or volcanic eruptions. As the legend is, the mythical island of Mu or Lemuria was destroyed by a variety of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. As we mentioned before, Australia occupied the northern Pacific Ocean, which might have meant that Zealandia, at one point, was connected to the western coast of North America. Could Zealandia be part of this lost continent of Mu? Will there be more lost continents in the future? Or, has the biggest of them all been in our face the entire time? What do you think? Let us know in the comments section. This was another alternative notion. Until next time, keep searching.